Hello students, after knowing the theoretical aspects of reconciliation, now let us learn the problems on reconciliation. Now here is a question which gives you the information of Sunlight Limited and the details are given regarding the material, wages, factory overheads, administrative overheads, selling overheads, bad debts, preliminary expenses and so on. Okay, and then we have the sales where units are given, finished stock where units are given, closing stock of finished stock, goods and work in progress. Now, along with that, they've also given you the second part of the question which says the cost accounts for the year show that the direct material consumption was 25 rupees 25 lakhs, factory overhead is recovered at 20% on prime cost, administrative overheads is recovered at 6 per unit, and selling and distribution is recovered at 8 per unit, which means when you're preparing your cost sheet, you need to take care of these adjustments. Now the question says, prepare the profit and loss account, cost sheet and reconciliation statement. Now unless you know the profit of the P&L account, profit or loss, we don't know, and profit or loss as per the cost sheet, we cannot prepare the reconciliation statement. Okay, so now let us go first part with the preparation of the profit and loss account. Now with these details, you have to prepare the profit and loss account. Please remember what you have learned in your financial accounting. So material, wages, factory overheads. That is trading account, trading and profit and loss account. So first part says material, wages and overheads, factory overheads, which becomes a part of the trading account. And then you have the sales and the closing stock. Okay. And then all other expenses will be debited to the profit and loss account and incomes will be credited to profit and loss account. So if you see, these are all expenses: administrative, selling overheads, bad debts, preliminary expenses written off, legal charges, dividend received is income, interest received is income. Okay, sales and closing stock. Just see the profit and loss account now. See, I've just put those entries here now. Material, wages, factory overheads, by sales, closing stock of finished goods and work in progress. So gives a gross profit of 15,30,000. And then again we debit with all the expenses to the profit and loss account and credit with the incomes. Okay, this is how we prepare. So the net profit as per the profit and loss account is 6,45,000. Now, coming to the next part of your question, that is cost sheet. Now, when you're preparing the cost sheet, please consider this paragraph. Okay. Now, if you see cost accounts for the year show direct material consumption of 25 lakh. Direct material consumption here shows 20 lakh in your the statement that is given, which we have taken to the profit and loss account. But in the cost sheet, they have said 25 lakh. Okay. So you will take this figure for the cost sheet. Factory overheads 20% on prime cost, administrative overheads 6 per unit and selling overheads 8 per unit. Now remember one thing, I go back to the details. See, material, they've given you the figure. Wages, they have not given you the figure, which means you have to take this one only. Okay, which means wages must be incurred, right, in the organization, direct wages. So in that case, you have to take this figure. Just because it is not given here, you can't simply ignore it. You have to take this 20 lakhs as direct wages. Now coming to the most important part. When you're preparing the cost sheet, you need to know the units or output for which you're preparing the cost sheet. And you can know the units only when this is given to you. When this is not given, that is units are not given, you don't have to worry, you would simply work out your cost sheet. But when the sales units and the finished goods units are given to you, andre sales 60,000 kottidare, finished goods, closing stock of finished goods 2,000 units kottidare. Okay, ಆಗ ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರ್ ಆ ಇಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಆರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? Okay, so output will be, you know this already, sales is 60,000 units, add closing stock 2,000, okay, less opening stock is nil, it's not given. So 62,000 is the output for which you're preparing your cost sheet. So cost sheet ನೀವು 62,000 units ಗೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So first ಈ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ನೋಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ ನೀವು. So 62,000 units ಗೆ ನೀವು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? This is your cost sheet. ಸೊ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಏನು ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ 62,000 ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ. ವೇಜಸ್ ಏನು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದೇ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸೊ 32.26 is per unit. So you get the prime cost, ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿ ಓವರ್ ಹೆಡ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ 20% ಆನ್ ಪ್ರೈಮ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಇದರ ಮೇಲೆ 20% ಮಾಡಿ ಯು ಗೆಟ್ 9 lakh. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲೋಸಿಂಗ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಉಂಟು ನೋಡಿ. Okay, closing work in progress 1,20,000. Now when the closing work in progress is given, then your adjustment goes like this: factory overheads, add opening work in progress less closing work in progress. Since the question is not given as the opening work in progress, we directly deduct the closing work in progress. So factory overheads in the closing work in progress in minus ಮಾಡಿ 7,80,000 is your final factory overheads. So your factory cost comes to 52,80,000. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟಿವ್ ಓವರ್ ಹೆಡ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ 6 rupees per unit ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ನಾನು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಓದಿದೆ. ಸೊ 6 rupees per unit means 62,000 units. Okay, 1 unit is 6 rupees. For 62,000, how much? So you're multiplying, you get 3,72,000. This gives you the cost of production. Now be careful when you're doing. Cost of production is 56,52,000. Okay, now there is closing stock in the question and they've given the units of the closing stock. In that case, what happens here is when units are given, you need to take the cost of production per unit to find out the value of the closing stock. You cannot take the closing stock given in the question. In the question, they're given 1,60,000. You can't take that because in the cost sheet, you need to value the cost sheet based on the cost of production. So 2,000 units into cost of production per unit, 91.16. So that comes to 1,82,320. This is your closing stock. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅದನ್ನು ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ you get 54,69,680. Add selling and distribution overheads. Now coming to another important adjustment. See, you had 62,000 units. In that 2,000 units is closing stock, which means it is not sold. Okay, it is there in the stock. So what is your sales? 60,000 units, which means this is also given in the question to you, which means please remember selling and distribution expenses are incurred only on the goods sold. Okay, so sold is 60,000. So when you're calculating selling and distribution overheads, 60,000 into 8 rupees. Okay, so that will give you 4,80,000. Andre selling and distribution expenses incur agudu only on the goods sold, not on the output. Okay, because 2,000 is not sold, so you deduct that and then you get this. And it's also given in the question 60,000. I repeat that. Okay, now you get this and then cost of sales, then you get profit 50,320. Now see the difference in the profit. Your P&L account is showing a profit of 6,45,000 and your cost sheet is showing a profit of 50,320. Now the difference in the P&L account and the cost sheet. So I start with the first entry in your cost sheet, direct material. In the P&L it is 20 lakh. In the cost sheet they have said 25 lakh. So 5 lakh difference. You have shown the expenses more. Correct? ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಏನಾಯ್ತು, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತೋರಿಸಿದಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ಅದು ಆಡ್ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟಿಗೆ. ರಿಕನ್ಸಿಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನೀವು ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಪರ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಡ್ ಐಟಮ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅದು. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅಷ್ಟನ್ನು ಹಿಂದೆ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಆಗ ಸರಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡಿ, ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ರಿ ಓವರ್ಹೆಡ್ಸ್ 7,50,000 is in your P&L account. Cost sheet only 9 lakh. Again, your expenses are shown more in the cost sheet, which means your cost sheet profits are less by 1,50,000. So in ಮಾಡಬೇಕೀಗ ಈ 1,50,000 ಅನ್ನು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ಗೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಸರಿ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಅದನ್ನು P&L account ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ಗೆ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ. ಆಯ್ತಾ? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ in the list goes administrative overheads. Administrative overheads, they have given 4,50,000 plus 5,000 legal charges in P&L account. So 4,55,000. Cost sheet only 3,72,000 bantu. So ಇದು ಹೀಗೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಈಗ. When you're taking, you take the total administrative overheads and compare it with the cost accounts administrative overheads. You get a difference of 83,000. Now see where you have put more. In the sense, cost sheet ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹಾಕಿದೀರಾ, ಅಲ್ಲ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಹಾಕಿದೀರಾ ನೋಡಿ, ಕಡಿಮೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಹಾಕಿದಾಗ ಆಟೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕಲಿ your profit is more. So it becomes a less item or a deduct item. You're deducting it from the cost account profit to set it right. Okay. Next goes with closing stock. I've explained all this in the previous introduction to the chapter. Now closing stock is 1,60,000. Cost accounts, it is 1,82,320. Okay, so if you remember, we talk about overvaluation and undervaluation of closing stock. Okay, this is overvaluation of closing stock. When there is overvaluation of the closing stock, the profit in your cost books are more, because more the closing stock, more is your profit. Okay, so it is more by 22,320, so it becomes a deduct item. So whenever the profit is more, it is deduct item. Whenever the profit is less, it is add item. That's all. Okay, selling overheads, add back, you have to add the bad debts to that. It comes to 4 lakh 80 in your P&L account. In the cost sheet it is 4 lakh 80, so no difference, so no entry or no adjustment required. Now coming to financial expense, preliminary expenses written off. Now this is a financial item, will not appear in the cost sheet, which means in the P&L account you have shown an expense of 10,000. In the cost sheet you have not shown that expense, which means your cost sheet profit is more by 10,000. Okay, so deduct it. Coming to financial income. So financial item does not appear in the cost sheet. So you have shown 60,000 financial income in your P&L account. You have not shown that income in the cost sheet, which means your cost sheet profits are less by that much because it's income. Okay, income is shown more, which means profit is more in the P&L. Here the profit is less, so it is add item. This is how we are going to make the adjustments. Now preparing your reconciliation statement. Take the profit as per cost accounts. Take all the add items. I've already explained what are the add items and why are we doing it. Then deduct all the less items which are affecting your profit. So please remember, wherever the cost sheet profits are less, you're adding. Wherever the cost sheet profits are more, you're deducting. Okay, so add this, you get the amount, and then deduct items, and then finally you get the profit as per P&L account, which is right. We got 6,45,000 as the profit as per P&L account. So we started with cost account profit, we arrive at the profit as per P&L account. Okay, so hope you have understood this. Thank you.